What's going on, YouTube? Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another video on KPCENT. I'm not gonna lie, man. My videos been gaining a little traction lately. Like I said, we still on the road to 2,000 subscribers. Um, Today is Thursday, y'all. And it's not a casual Thursday. You feel me? So recently my job winded up having an electrical fire, right? I think I remember telling y'all that in one of the videos that I dropped. I'm not sure. But if I could remember, I remember telling y'all that, I was working at Dairy Queen or whatever, stacking up or whatever, just, per usual doing what I do. So for the ones that's been here since I started the journey, I appreciate y'all. Much love to y'all. A lot of people are curious how I live my life, bro, or how I'm really able to do so much shit, or really how I'm able to master things. And really it just stems from the things that I weren't able to do back then. And I tell people all the time, like, I'm not lucky, I'm just really blessed. And it's certain situations that I've made it out of when it could have really went the other way. And I'm gonna tell y'all, man, living in my shoes, bro, is not easy. All right. And I'm not saying that just because I'm an entrepreneur and I do all of this shit. I say this shit simply because a lot of shit happens behind closed doors that nobody sees, that I have to personally go through, deal with. You know, at just 20 years old, bro, it's ridiculous that I'm even going through dealing with police and all this other bullshit. I feel like sometimes, bro, we place ourselves in environments where it could really be more than what we expect. And moving out here to Euless, Texas, it was cool and all and everything, but I just feel like it's not a place for me to be. Honestly, I've always been a city guy, city boy, but I've always been kind of country a little bit. I kind of grew up in both, a little bit, and it's like the life that I envision every single day. I want people to understand why I work so hard, why I do what I do. And like I said, around August, I did want to do this school community, helping people, teaching people about Depop and shit, because that's genuinely what I get paid for on the back end. On the main front end is my Depop, my other source from this job, TikTok. I get a little change from there every once in a while. My main thing is Depop, and we've been figuring out trying to how we can we've been figuring out how we can scale this shit to the max. Now everything will always work in our favor whenever we believe in ourselves, whenever we talk about it, whenever we put in the work, whenever we can visualize ourselves doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like I tell people, it's ways and levels to life. Yours personally, and yeah, I may not be the smartest guy in the world, or I may not know everything, but to have the mindset that I have, bro, a lot of people could really be up with me, and in a short amount of time, you can get things back, but you can also lose things. And I feel like a lot of my humbleness stems from losing things. My whole life, I feel like I've never really been able to really value or cherish anything to like its fullest capacity, even relationships. In my current relationship right now, I can say I'm blessed. My girl's out the way. I'm genuinely not scared. I'm not afraid of anything. I'm not insecure about anything. She genuinely shows me that she's not perfect. She genuinely shows up. She genuinely wants to build. She shows me, even though, having a child, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it can hinder you from doing a lot of things, but I'm here to show people, bro, that it don't matter what you're going through in life. It don't matter what the circumstances is, bro. You can always overcome the shit. I promise you. And y'all, I'm the middle sibling. It's not every day I talk to my brothers, but it's understandable when you all adults and or phasing into an adult and then you start doing your own shit. Like at the end of the day, I think I've always been antisocial from my siblings. It's never nothing really personal. It's all love always. But I knew that at a young age I had a different mind state. I mean, a different mindset. You know what I'm saying? So it really built me into a character where it was unnoticeable. A lot of people were surprised. They were shocked. Or who is this guy? This dude got tattoos. This dude's tatted up. Or he's muscular. Got a physique on him. Like Some people are intimidated by your personality, and some people will love you for who you are. So y'all have to understand that not everything in life will be what you expect it to be. You know, like I said, a crazy encounter happened a few minutes ago, literally with me and my homeboy. And it's not even the first time shit like this has happened. But it's like when you're somebody, when you do things, people can naturally feel, they can feel that aura, you know what I'm saying? They can feel that energy. And not gonna lie, it's been plenty of situations with police that, you know, I done got away, you know what I'm saying? Like nothing bad or anything, but just like police is being curious. You know, everything is damn near ran by a system, a cycle. And that's kind of how my brain works. It sees everything and how everything is ran. And I just detach myself from the physical reality of this world because I make my own rules and I play my game my way. And like I tell y'all in every video, bro, if you're not woke to a lot of shit, now is your time to be here watching this video because like I said, I'm gonna be trying to drop videos every single day for y'all, bro. Constantly, nonstop, hella content. And I feel like I'm loving this type of vibe more, but I really gotta get my microphone. So once I get my mic, yeah, we're on top. You know, we're gonna be here damn near every day until we move areas. Like I say, you know, I keep my plans hidden under a rock and in a box because not everybody is meant to know my plans. And for the person watching this, people are not meant to know your plans. Now, I understand, yeah, you can be cool, you can tell them what's up or whatever. But when I tell y'all, bro, it's evil people in the world and there's good people in the world. You got people in the world, they will judge you and criticize you for what you're trying to do because they can't do it. And then you got the good people in the world. They will literally see something in you, within you, and they would either, you know, come to you or go against you. You know what I'm saying? Now, when you're an entrepreneur, damn near a celebrity, and you're known, like a lot of things are gonna happen to you firsthand that people probably won't believe. When I tell y'all it was two females the other day, you know, me and my homeboy, we were just walking casually. We had our Captain D's and we was on the way to the park, you know, and they just wound up honking, you know, and I just sensed the vibrations like people really do things out of the ordinary to try to throw you off. And at the end of the day, when you a boss, you can't get thrown off. You gotta stay on your pivot, stay on your A game at all times. Um, Honestly though, y'all, it's 9:30 in the morning. I have work around 10:30, and you know, it's not something that I want to do. It's not something that I see myself doing for years. But I know, bro, you gotta work that 9 to 5 until you able to fund your 5 to 9. A lot of people don't work as they go, and when I mean work as they go, I don't mean work at the job as you go. I mean work on something more, something extra as you go, because the truth is you'll never truly get rich from a job unless you just really stacking up like that and you really investing your money. I learned a lot of shit on my own when I became an entrepreneur, when I started, you know, getting into more with money and shit like that. Health is wealth, you know what I'm saying? If you're not going to the gym, you're not working out, you're gonna feel sick, you're gonna feel less of yourself. You might feel insecure. It's a lot of things that you gotta want to do in order for you to see a difference, in order for you to see a change. I didn't just gain my physique overnight. No, I used to be a short, insecure, skinny chump. And I used to get bullied verbally. I never really got picked on physically because, you know, just martial arts, it runs in my side of my family with my dad, you know, and I do a little bit of that. But besides that, you know, when you're just, when you have a character, a lot of people gonna try to fuck with you because they can't find themselves. And when they can't find themselves, 10 times out of 10, that means they're bored. All right. So they're going to try to pick with you. Like I said, it was three females. They was in this building and they were just watching us, you know. And when we had woke up this morning, you know, I was on the way to the library and just stopped to charge my phone in the outlet. And all of a sudden, once again, people are always watching you no matter what. So when you feel like no one's paying attention, trust me, there's always somebody paying attention. So how I carry myself, I try to carry myself professional because I respect myself. Now, I told the police straight up because it was two white cops and there was one black cop. We're sitting down, me and my homie, we're just casually sitting down, waiting for my phone to charge before the library opens up. They approach us. Okay, we're like in our heads, here we go again, round 4, round 5, however much many rounds this is. But I started to see now why a lot of people are the way that they are. It's like when you live in a world like this, bro, you got cricket cops, you got cool ass cops, and you got people that's just evil as fuck. Now, if it's one thing in my life that I never want to deal with, bro, is a cricket cop, an evil ass cop. Even when you do good in life, bro, people will always try to find something in you to throw you off, to make you seem like you're up to no good, to make you seem like you're just this bad person. We have to learn how to assert our dominance when it comes to shit like that. And we taught them straight up, bro. We're entrepreneurs, bro. We're not from here, you know what I'm saying? And I didn't choose to, I didn't choose to move out to Euless. It was my homie's idea. You know what I'm saying? Chose this spot from out there. But like I said, it was based off of more of trying to find apartments. And I guess it was just one of the most cheapest areas. Now that I'm looking deeper into this shit, I know that now I have to start creating my life individually, because people are never really gonna understand where you're headed until you start putting more into yourself. When you start surrounding yourself around people 24,000 and you start doing what they want to do, and you're not really factoring in nothing with yourself, that's when you get thrown off and you're left with nothing in the end. You feel what I'm saying? So a lot of y'all gotta understand, bro, that I've go through crazy encounters, and I always try to go about it differently. But you know, at the end of the day, what could I say? Shit, life is going to throw unexpected shit at you, and sometimes all you can really do is try to stay 10 toes down. You feel me? Um, Before we wrap this video up, I do want to say, for the people that's unaware, um, my my Instagram will be probably down after my birthday. I'm still debating on it, still thinking on it. You know, I've been just having this thought lately of just taking a whole year detox or a few months, you know, and just really focusing on YouTube and the growth of that in my TikTok pages, and trying to work on my brands more, you know what I'm saying? And shit like that, you know. It's a lot of shit in the vault that I haven't done. It's a lot of shit that I still be trying to do. But like I said, you know, everything takes time, bro. And I want y'all to understand that, for the ones watching this video, is that it's okay if you go through bad shit in life, bro. That won't be the final outcome, I promise you. Unless you do something way more that you're not supposed to do. If it's severe, then hey, I can't speak for a lot of people. But if you're a good person, if you do no harm, if you stay to yourself, if you literally mind your fucking business, I promise you, you will go, you will get a long way in life. But a lot of people got to start mastering that. Mind your business, and you will make it far in life. The moment you start worrying about what everybody else is doing, the moment where you start throwing yourself off of what you really got to do. Like I said, you know, it'd be crazy sometimes encountering police, because you never know their next move sometimes. But when you master a lot of laws, you know what I'm saying, you understand that you gotta just face everything and rise, bro. Don't go, don't run from it. You know what I'm saying? Like, running from it will only make you look weak. You know what I'm saying? It will only make you look bitch babe. I'm gonna tell y'all young bosses and young females, bro, face that shit, bro, and get over the fear, because fear is only what you create in your mind. And at the end of the day, you know, who taught us what fear was? Feel me? So take a minute and think on that real quick, because like I say, you know, the world is cruel, all right? And wherever we choose to go, however we choose to build our life, is up to us. Now, you can always live a life where you don't have to ever deal with any police. It just depends on the type of person you are, where you're at in life. Me personally, we're headed somewhere different. Like I said, you know, last night was another 24 hours uh, lurking around. But, you know, like I said, when you're playing the save, the stack up game, the money run game, sometimes you got to do what you don't want to do sometimes, bro. And that's what's going to build you through your toughest moments. Is doing what you don't want to do. So I promise y'all, bro, I ain't going to never tell y'all nothing wrong. Because if I'm telling y'all something, it's either because I've seen it, I've been through it already, or I experienced it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I love making time for what's important, and that's y'all. So, it's 9:36 in the morning right now. We go to work at 10:30. So I'm trying to do a little bit of editing or whatnot. We're probably gonna hit the gym after work. And like I said, we're just gonna mental reset, just shift our brain 100%. Just get in that mode. You feel me? Because when you're not locked in, bro, you just feel less of yourself. You just feel like nothing's working out here. You're not doing anything right. Sometimes we have to not let people get a reaction out of us, or we can't, you know, we can't do certain things, you know what I'm saying? Because it'll make us look bad as a person. So, at the end of the day, for all my people that tune into this video, remember who the fuck you are. And if you don't, I'm here to remind you that it don't matter what you go through in life, no matter if you're a good person or a bad person, mind your fucking business and you will get a long way in life. But I'm gonna tell y'all one thing. No matter how much you worry about yourself, it's always gonna be somebody out there probably wondering about you. And you're probably crossing somebody's mind right now. So remember, take notes. If y'all enjoyed this video, man, and y'all want more like this, make sure y'all leave a comment down below. And don't forget to subscribe and share. We out.